From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
53, Mike, I'm coming after you.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson being chased out left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down, Baltimore.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. He cuts right sideline in some space. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check.
Now Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown. And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points. I just wonder, partners. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 61 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown of the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yellow
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Watkins, the intended receiver.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Steps away to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Big 4th. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins, 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Not that time.
No. We're 5-1.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mike 40, Mike 40. Focus, defense, focus.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9. Wilson eluding the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 74 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
All right, we're talking new football here. We're talking new models, new paradigms, new ways of looking at things.
That's the biggest risk. Yo, that was crazy. Talking about he was up in the air, flipping.
That dude.
Kyle Busch was in the wreck.
That dude flip.
They about to show the replay. What?
But still, I think that person will tell you, put your offense in and go from the 2, not from the 15.
Still got it, though.
Yes, they did. Give them credit.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken success.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 50. Tighten up. Pull together.
Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check Mike, 54. 54. Right here.
Throwing again. Jackson flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Jackson now, eluding the pressure right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And this one will be returned.
What was you thinking?
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set. 180. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, D. Watch. Twitch. Run.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
10 yards on the pickup.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Check 31. He's coming. Double up.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they get him down.
Stop running the ball, bruh.
40-yard line.
Damn, bruh.
First down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mayfield to throw it, and he's got his man. That's Landry. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll run on first down. Hilliard, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
54. Mike 54.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line.
Check tail, where's 33? Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Hey, Haywood. Babies cry all the way back home. Check 52. Check crunch, crunch, crunch. Hey, my touch.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Yeah.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. That's to McCaffrey, complete. 7 yards on the play, and that's good. Third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. Third down.
Now it's the backup Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
That's sock, baby. That's baby sock.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Certainly was a great September for Christian McCaffrey. Offensive player of the month. 629 yards from scrimmage in that first month, including 25 catches, 4 total touchdowns. And then he began October even stronger. A massive day, week 5 against Jacksonville. 237 total yards and 3 touchdowns, including an 84-yarder. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as the